People connect to God in two ways. One is my own personal connection to God. I love God. I sit in the corner and I daven. I have this connection to God. I see my life. All that is Bapoil, and it's me and God. Another way to connect to God is through the klal. It's because I am Jewish. Therefore, I have that connection to the other Jews. You have the connection of the Jews to Eretz Yisrael. So when things are happening in Israel, then I feel connected to that whole thing. So you have a prati connection, you have a klali connection. You know, that through the tzibur, I have my connection to God. I have a poil, in action, my connection to God through other people, through Israel, through what the Jews are doing, even though I may not feel it myself. So you could have, for example, what would be described as irreligious people who are, marching for Israel, because their focus is more on their klal connection to Judaism rather than their prati, than their specific connection to Judaism. So there are these two parts, and some people are more connected to one rather than the other. You have it coming out in the karbonos. You have the karbonos yachid and you have the karbonos tzibur. So the karbonos yachid is where I am connecting through my connection, and then the karbonos klali. You have the Tamid every day. So every Jew in the morning. You have the Musaf, you have the Shabbos, all these things for the klal. So I don't need to be religious for Shabbos to be bepoil, for Shabbos to exist. There are Jews keeping Shabbos even if I don't. So this connection in a klali way, it comes up in both, in the korbanos. So this is reflected in the tefillah. We have the tefillah Shemona Esrei in silent, where everyone does their own. Then you have the repetition of the Shemona Esrei, which is a klali, which is for everybody. So some people are more connected to the klali, and some people are more connected to the yachid. So therefore, some people will be like, I don't think that we should be doing the repetition. I davened already. Because I see my connection to God as separate or as outside to other Jews or to the Jewish people. Or you can have people, there are some shoals or strands of ideas or Judaism where they don't bother with the silent Shemona Esrei, and they go straight into the chazaratz. So you go on Shabbos and then there is no silent prayer. So again, this is a idea where it's not about me and God. I don't do mitzvahs. I don't need to. God doesn't care if I eat kosher or not. But I want to be part of a community. I come to shul on Shabbos and I'm part of something, and we do everything together. And I love Israel and I love Jews, but I don't do anything. So therefore, you'll skip the silent Amidah. Because you're not looking for your personal connection, because it's too much work and it's too much. It's not everyone's ready for a relationship. So then you also have a lot of people, they don't want. The Rambam has to give reasons why do we still do the repetition these days. Because people aren't looking for that connection with everybody else. So this, I'm doing all right, I'm doing the mitzvahs, and everyone else who isn't as from as me is all going to hell. Because there's lacking that communal. So you have the two ways, and you have the two things, and that's why there's the repetition every time in which you daven. There's always going to be the repetition because there's the two connections, the connection prati and the connection klali.